welcome to my Skinny Holidays Kitchen Edition. Yes, Kitchen Edition, that's right. Now normally we do a workout today, but what I also wanted to do was incorporate some really good healthy recipes, because I think especially during the holidays, a lot of us get really busy and we're grabbing things that maybe aren't necessarily as healthy for us. And so if we can have something on hand, that's usually very helpful. So today we're gonna make my famous, within my family, chicken stew. Now this is healthy, hearty. It's one of my personal favorites. It's easy to make. I put it in the fridge and I can grab it anytime I want. If I want like a nice healthy lunch, I'll toast a piece of seeded bread, make it for dinner. It's really easy. So let's wash our hands, grab our ingredients, and meet me back right here. Okay, so we're gonna start with our fresh ingredients. All that we're going to do is chop carrots, celery, and onion. We're gonna do about 1.5 to 2 cups of carrots, just chopped nicely on the diagonal. I like to pump it up with a lot of vegetables because it's healthier for you and it's filling, and carrots are good. We're going to do 1.5 cups of the celery. Be sure to cut the bottoms off of the celery. No bueno. Okay. And you're just gonna cut them maybe in 1/2-inch increments, about another 1.5 cups or so. I have to concentrate. Okay. 1.5 cups in there. Let's get a little garbage bowl and do maybe 1 more stalk of celery. Now, I like to use the leaves on the celery. I know some people don't. And yes, that celery was washed, don't worry. No contamination. Okay? And we're going to do about 1/2 cup of onion, which is about half of a medium onion. But, just do it to taste. I don't know how they do this on the Food Network. You have to kind of go fast. All right. Cut it in half. Okay. Last bit of the onion. All right. So there you go. You've got 1.5 cups of carrots, 1.5 cups of celery, and about half of a white onion. Oh, garlic. Okay, so you can either use 2 or 3 garlic cloves, smash them, chop them, or here's what I like to do. I just like to buy the garlic paste already made. Garlic stir-in paste. It's just easier. I mean, do what you want, but I just go. It's easier. Okay, so those are your vegetables. You're gonna put those aside. And now you're going to dice your chicken. You're gonna have about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds. Do how much chicken you want. I'm using about 1.5 pounds of chicken. Okay. So I just get the boneless, skinless chicken breast. It's easier, okay? And I did my vegetables first so that there's no cross-contamination. And then of course I'll put this in the dishwasher nice and hot. Because you don't want cross-contamination or salmonella. No good. All right, so you're just going to chop your chicken into easy cubes. That's all you're gonna do. And we're just going to brown the chicken just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of color. And then when we add all of the liquids, the chicken is actually going to kind of poach itself. So it's just kind of like has that nice kind of fall apart in your mouth that we like with the beef stew when we do that. So it's actually really nice. I like it. You're gonna add red wine. So if you have an extra bottle hanging around that you still have some left over, if that's how you roll, then grab it. If not, you'll need to open a new bottle for cooking. Okay? You're only gonna use 1 cup, so you'll have some left over. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get a big soup pan. Now, they call this a Dutch oven. I don't know why they call it a Dutch oven because it's clearly not an oven. But you're going to get yourself like a nice big soup pan, just something large enough to put your ingredients into. You're going to heat it over medium heat. Okay, let's not burn ourselves. And you're going to put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom, maybe, I don't know, a tablespoon or two. There's a lot of servings in it, so it's okay. So you're going to heat that. I'm going to grab a spatula, and you're going to brown your chicken. So I'm just going to grab my chicken, and I'm going to put it in my soup pan, and I'm just going to brown it. Just work it around. Work it around until it's nice and brown or colored on all sides. Okay, so this has been simmering for about 30 minutes and it looks perfect. The potatoes are nice and tender and all the vegetables. So here's the secret sauce. This is what makes this ridiculously delicious. We're going to make a slurry. So I've got about 3/4 of a cup of light sour cream. You can also use Greek yogurt, plain, obviously, don't use blueberries, something weird. And about 2.5 tablespoons of flour that I've just stirred together. And to this, I'm going to add, about 1/2 cup of the broth or so, just enough to make a slurry. And I'm going to grab a whisk. I'm going to mix this together in a slurry. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it back into the stew, stir it around, and that's going to make it nice, thick, and creamy without fatty cream, right? And the sour cream gives it just this really nice, delicious tang. It's so good. So we've whisked that together. I'm just going to pour it back in. It's still on simmer. I am just going to stir this until it's nice and thick and incorporated. Let it cool and then just dish it up. Ready to go. It's easy. Okay. It's nice and thick. Now the only thing left to do is to dish it up. Now this makes quite a few servings. It probably makes 6 or 8 servings. So sometimes I'll just have it at the house here for Oliver and I. Other times I box it up and bring it to my parents. My parents just live down the street from us, so they like having this as well. So all I'm going to do is dish it up in my little soup bowl. And this is it. So good. It's so good. The secret sauce is really that mixture of the sour cream with a little bit of flour to thicken it, because it just gives it that beautiful, nice tang and creaminess without all the fat and calories. So it's super delicious. If you want the recipe, go to my blog, AnnieParkerConfidential.com, and I'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.